like to tell the whole world what's going on now in Syria. Please, can I have your attention? This morning on the news, the BBC was showing us about the fox hunting. For 10 minutes they were talking about fox hunting in the news, and only 30 seconds about the children who were tortured and killed in Syria for the last 5 days in Bab Amr and Homs. 2 weeks ago, I stood outside St. Paul's Cathedral and I told everybody that in 2 weeks' time or next week there's going to be a massacre in Homs. I told the whole world in 2 weeks' time the Syrian army, Assad's army and Asaf Shawkat army and the Syrian regime, they are planning to attack Syrian women and Syrian children in Homs. And I asked to send 500 British journalists and European journalists and American journalists and Russian journalists to record what's going on, and to send also a mobile clinic, because the people of Homs will have no time to go to hospitals where they will be slaughtered by the Syrian regime. Yes, the Syrian regime slaughtered the Homs people and the Daraa people in the hospital. They go, they look like doctors, and they slaughter them inside the hospitals. And we told the whole world, please do something about Syria. And everybody is still watching. Right, everybody is enjoying Christmas here now in Europe. And over the Christians in Homs, they're not enjoying Christmas at all. We have in Homs 200,000 Christians being slaughtered with the Muslims, and they cannot enjoy Christmas. And the whole world is watching, and the whole world doesn't care. And the Arab League is so scared to go into Homs. Everybody is letting down the Syrian people, and especially the Homs people. What kind of conspiracy the whole world is doing now against the Syrian people? For Libya, everybody sent NATO airplanes to save the Libyan people. Why? Because they have petrol, they have oil. But because the Syrian people, they don't have oil, or they don't have much oil, nobody cares about them. And we told you that if the situation gets on like that in Syria, there's going to be a civil war. Is that what you want? We told you if you want peace in the Middle East, work for justice. Get rid of Bashshar Al-Assad. If you want peace in the Middle East, get justice. Yeah! If you don't give the Syrian people justice, there will be no peace in the Middle East. No way. You're going to have 23 million fighters in Syria if you don't get rid of Bashshar Al-Assad. And the oil region will be in serious danger. Is that what you want the Western world? So please stop talking about fox hunting problems and how the foxes are dying in the countryside and forgetting the children of Homs. Please send your journalists and send your inspectors. We want European inspectors. The Arab inspectors, they're very weak. They're scared of the presidents. They're scared of the Egyptian government and of other Arab governments. We want European inspectors to go and see what's going on in Syria. We want protection for the civilians. We have been telling you this for the last 9 months. Children are slaughtered. This boy is enjoying peace in London, but his cousins in Syria, they are being slaughtered. All these children here who are demonstrating, their cousins are being slaughtered in Syria. Where's the free world? Where's the human rights? In this country we have cats' rights and dogs' rights and women's rights and donkeys' rights. In Syria there's no rights at all, not even for children. There's no right for women. Women and children